Welcome to Go Math Lesson 7.9. Today we are using the associative and commutative properties of addition to help me group and order addends to find sums mentally. Just to remember, the commutative property lets me reorder my addends. For example, 5 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 5, so I'm able to reorder. And the associative property is where I have parentheses, where I could do 3 plus 5 plus 2 equals 3 plus 5 plus 2. And I can move my parentheses, and the associative property allows me to do that. So let's take a look at these problems and see how we can use those to make this a mental math problem. Our goal here is to make 1 out of our fractions. So if we look at question number 2, we're dealing with eighths. So we would want our numerators to add up to 8. So if we look at these, we can see that we have a 7/8 here and a 1/8 here. So if we reorder these, we could have 2 and 7/8 plus 1 and 1/8 plus 3 and 2/8. And we'll rewrite it and put our parentheses around the way we've written it this time. Now we can say 7/8 plus 1/8 is 8/8, or 1. And 2 plus 1 is 3. So inside this parentheses we have 3 and 1, which is 4, plus the 3 and 2/8 we haven't used yet. And now I can solve this mentally. 4 plus 3 and 2/8 is 7 and 2/8. So as you can see, this is what we're looking for. We wanted to combine this and this to make 1 so that we got rid of the fractions on that one. So this one, number 3, we're looking at fifths. So we want numerators to add up to 5. So 1 and 2/5. If we combine that with the 3/5, and then we'll add on the 1 from here. So we have 2/5 and 3/5 is 1. And the 1 we have here, that gives me 2 plus 1 that we haven't done yet equals 3. Now, sometimes we have to move the whole thing. Sometimes we can just move our parentheses, like in question number 5. If I just take this parentheses and move it to here, and that leaves me with 1 and 1/4 plus 1 and 1/4 plus 2 and 3/4. Instead of combining the 1 and 1/4 and the 1 and 1/4, if I combine these two, I could do 1/4 and 3/4 is 1. 1 and 2 is 3, so that gives me 4 here, plus 1 and 1/4. That gives me 5 and 1/4. So sometimes I have to reorder everything and use the commutative property, and sometimes I can just use the associative property and move my parentheses. Your biggest goal here is to combine fractions to equal 1. We'll do one more to help you. Taking a look at this one, I would want to put the 3/12 with the 9/12 because 9 plus 3 is 12. So 3/12 plus 9/12. We'll do that first, and then we'll add the 1 and 8/12. So you can see 3/12 and 9/12 is 12/12, which is 1 plus 1 and 8/12, and I can do that mentally and end up with 2 and 8/12. So these are just strategies to help you to be able to solve these mentally. I hope they help.